subscribe, and click the notification bell if you want the creepiest sleep of your life. Have you ever had a nightmare so scary you woke up screaming, sweating, heart pounding painfully in your chest? I have, and it's one of the worst feelings in the world. Luckily, it only takes seconds to realize it was nothing more than a dream. But you still find yourself praying that it was just a dream. Author McJunker from Reddit's Short Scary Stories forum shares his story of the most bizarre and haunting nightmare they've ever had. A nightmare of the Gangly Man. I woke up with a jolt in bed, soaked in sweat and ready to scream. I was breathing hard and clenching bed sheets in my fists. I slowly eased back into my pillow and tried to calm myself down. I focused on the nightmare, trying to remember before it slipped away. I had been walking the streets at night, coming home from work. I heard footsteps behind me and I turned and looked. It was a tall man with long, gangly arms and stringy hair down to his shoulders. He was following me, step for step. As our eyes locked, he nodded at me and held up a forefinger. He mouthed one word, "One." I turned and kept walking. Every time I turned around, the gangly man changed a detail, adding something to his appearance. First, his face became plastered in white paint. Next, his nose grew red and bulbous. Further glances gave him enormous blue shoes, turned his stringy hair bright orange, and changed his neat dark clothes into something tattered and festive. I knew by dream logic that once his transformation was complete, the gangly man would be there at my shoulder, happy and jolly and starving for meat. I knew it. I tried to not look back anymore and hurry away from him. But dream physics slowed my power walk to a creep. I heard the slap, slap, slap of gigantic shoes impacting close behind me, and the fear seized me. I looked behind me at last. The gangly clown had lost his eyes and gained a mouth full of dog teeth. The raw, empty sockets blinked rapidly at me as he snapped at my face. When the teeth caught my cheek and dug in, that's when I jerked awake. I got out of bed and went to the kitchen for a glass of water. As I drank, I checked the street outside just to pass the time between gulps. My fingers lost all strength, and the glass smashed into the floor. The gangly man, in his human skin, was leaning against the lamppost outside my home. Our eyes locked. He held up 2 fingers and mouthed a word. 2. I woke up with a jolt in bed, soaked in sweat, and ready to scream.